Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Seawill. We are here on the Passive Income Network for another podcast collaboration. Today we have Jordan and Joseph. Y'all want to say what's good?
Hey guys, what's up? Glad to join you.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Glad to be here. This is awesome.
So more Algo fam, So on this channel, y'all, we are deep diving into the Algorand ecosystem. I definitely seen that Algorand, and for those who've been watching these videos and listening to the podcast the last several months, I'm an Algorand maximalist. I love Algorand, and so I'm promoting it and I'm supporting the ecosystem as much as possible. And I do want my investment to grow. All right, y'all. So NFT calendar. Can one of y'all break down why we here? We're talking about the NFT calendar. Then I'll pull the screen up. Can one of y'all break it? The ALGO NFT calendar down?
Yeah, so one of the main things that we saw kind of as a community need was to connect artists and collectors, because artists obviously are going to have drops all the time. Collectors have a trouble, like myself, I'm a collector, I have trouble keeping up with all these drops. So we saw a need in the community to connect artists to collectors, and we came up with this calendar idea and kind of just running with it. There's a lot more that we have planned than just a calendar, but yeah, one of the main things was just to fill a need in the community, to connect artists and collectors, to make sure everyone knew and was fully aware when drops were happening.
Nice, appreciate it. So I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Cool.
Y'all share it, y'all see the screen?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
So this is the website. Move this tab here. Okay. AlgoNFT.net. So make sure y'all go visit AlgoNFT.net. I'm on the all artist directory listing right here. So we're gonna click some here. Was it NFT School? Is that a good one? So yeah, perfect. So on this site, y'all can see the cover shots here. Got the Algo author information here. You can go to, was this their Twitter?
Should go to their Twitter, or maybe
Main
that's
page.
just the actual list. Oh, that's the listing.
So
that's
their
coming
listings. Yep.
up.
Got their website here, Twitter.
The website should be the Twitter or AB2.
I'm gonna click through just to show people whoever this artist is. Big shout out to NFT Skull. So you see their Twitter. You can go back, go to their website. So we are gathering artists' information and creating a profile for the Algorand community, correct?
Absolutely.
Yes. So here, artist information. So make sure y'all check this out. I will definitely list my new NFTs on here, some music NFTs. So I'm excited to have y'all on. Okay, so we know the founder, the full original founder is not on this call with us right now, which is fine. So we have the team here. Can y'all explain how y'all got together to form this project, and maybe also shout out where y'all at in the world?
I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead, Joseph. You got it.
Yeah, so I'm in New York actually. I actually saw the founder come onto Twitter when it's pretty new, and I've been here for a while, so I like trying to help people out when they come over, because, like, in my opinion, I think that facilitating somebody's integration to a blockchain would help them keep it around longer, and then also help them sort of see the use cases available. So whenever somebody's new, I always try to be as helpful as possible. So I met the guy's Folded is his name on Twitter. So I met him, started talking to him, and then eventually he came up with the calendar idea, and then he was talking to me about it. I was like, can I join? And then the rest is history.
Nice. What about you, Jordan?
Yeah, so I'm in Wichita, Kansas, kind of the middle of the USA. But yeah, I mean, me and him were just talking about other NFT ideas. We were just throwing ideas around, and he's like, hey, I got this idea for a calendar. And he's like, you want to join and be a part of the founders members? And I was like, well, all right. I've been waiting for an opportunity to jump back into something on the blockchain or crypto sphere. So yeah, it's been a minute since I've done something in the blockchain. I used to mine crypto back in 2017 to like 2019.
You an OG.
So yeah, now I'm excited to be back in the crypto space again. It's fun.
Yeah, nice. So we got New York, we got the middle of the country, we out in the West Coast, the Northwest. So that's dope. That's one thing I like doing these podcasts with folks, is we're talking to people all around the world, but we have something major in common. That's the Algorand blockchain, mostly when we're on this channel. Jordan, you frozen a little bit. Can you see me? What about you, Joseph?
Sorry, it froze for a second. What'd you say?
Okay. Oh yes, Jordan, you back? Cool. We were frozen. We're frozen.
Yeah,
What was
I
saying?
don't know what happened.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm like, we know you. Joseph is out in New York, Jordan's out in Kansas, and I'm here in Oregon. So we got 3 parts of the country covered all at one time. And the Algorand blockchain brings us together, which I think is so dope. Cryptocurrency, I'm a freaking fan, and I'm going crazy. Off camera, Jordan said that, I helped him basically discover Algorand. Can you tell that a little bit about how you got on to Algorand, Jordan?
So you got me to clarify, you got me NFTs. I've been into
NFT
Algorand
space,
now,
excuse me.
the NFT space. Yeah.
Yes.
So I've been for the past like 6 months. I'm like, what is going on with these NFTs? I don't have necessarily the time. I did have the time. I just never committed the time.
Yeah.
And like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I took some time to watch some videos, and I stumbled upon the passive income network.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, AB2 seems easy enough. I can hook up on my Algo wallet, and the rest is kind of history, because now I'm just collecting NFTs, and it's a lot of fun. But I've been invested in so obviously with my stores, I tell my guys to invest in cryptos, and one of my employees was like, hey, invest in Algorand. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take you up on that. And I did.
Shit. Yeah.
He told me to get in when it was about 76 cents, and the rest is kind of history.
I know we
I
saw
was like,
that.
hey, shout out to Luke, and we're good to go.
Yeah, shout out to Luke. What about you, Joseph?
Yeah, no, it was funny. He's talking about how his employees are going. I actually converted one of my bosses to Algorand the other day.
Oh,
so
yeah?
he's all invested into it. Yeah, no, it's great. I like the word's getting out and everything, and we're just helping to get more people assimilated into the network and start using it. But yeah, I really think it's a great product.
Yeah, same, man, because my story of NFTs was like, I was like, okay, I learned about NFTs, I was understanding, but only thing I ran into was Ethereum and OpenSea, basically, and Mintable and Rareable. And then I was like, damn, so if I'm gonna drop this one NFT, that's like $150 in gas fee. This is probably like in April, so Ethereum was about 4,000. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So I'm searching the web, and again, run back to Algorand. It sounded like it was too good to be true that your transactions could be 0.001 algo. It was amazing.
That's similar to like what happened to me, because I got into NFTs in February, and it was on Ethereum, and I wanted to play some of the games that were on there. But all the games, it was like hundreds of dollars just to buy into it. So if you didn't like it, you're already down a lot of money. And then between that, and then that was just for buying the land. Then you have to pay the gas in order to get it. So I was like looking at it. I started looking at smart contracts more, and then I discovered Cardano, and then I didn't really see that anything was going on with Cardano. Then I saw Algorand was happening, and I'm like, oh wow, this thing has everything that you need already, and it's already built on the network. So, and it was so cheap. So from there, I just started making NFTs my own, because that's the one beauty of Algorand, is it allows you to just kind of like go for it in a way where you don't have to worry about investing huge sums of money at once. So I kind of just went for it, and I made an NFT series, and it was successful. I integrated myself with the community more, and then now I just try to help out new people that come in. And this calendar project was one of those avenues that I saw that a new artist can come over from another blockchain and immediately be recognized.
Yep, facts. Like, the community is so supportive. It's, one of the reasons also why I continue to stay and invest in Algorand and learn is because, like, just typing it on YouTube, you got people talking about it. When I went into Twitter, again, like I said, people were sharing information. You could just type in a damn question, and somebody will help you get that answer or send you a video. And I think that's amazing. Joseph, I want to pull up your project as well. And then Jordan, if you got one for me to pull up, I want to give a little visual of the site. So Joseph got the pickles right here, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me, hold on. Where'd it go? Tell me about this project right here.
Okay, so just basically when I make NFTs now, I just kind of make them for my own amusement. So I try to think of just like the weirdest things and the silliest things I can think of, and I just post them up there, because like I was saying before, with Algorand, everything's so cheap that you kind of just do whatever you want. So like a lot of the stuff that I make is just sort of random animations and stuff. And then I also started getting into making like phone wallpapers and stuff, because I saw how much the Avatar series were taking off, and I figured an easy way to kind of show off NFTs to your friend would just be to like download a phone wallpaper, put it on it. Somebody looks at it, says, "Oh, that's a pretty cool wallpaper." and then you're like, oh, it's an NFT. And then you could start explaining them to them like that, you know, an NFTs could be more than just like an image on a computer, and you could actually have use cases assigned to it.
Yep. Facts. Okay. Can y'all, for the audience, break down what a non-fungible token actually is?
Oh, that's a tricky one. Like, even I keep getting that question in regular life too, and it's just like, it's hard to, because everybody's always like, you could just copy the image. But the way I try to explain it the best is I look at NFTs as a serial number for the internet, and that's like the easiest way to assign a use case to it, because as a game maker or just somebody that's looking to buy something that's authentic, all you have to do is make sure that that serial number matches up with the one that's listed publicly for the one for it to be the authentic copy. So I think once you start looking at it in terms of a verification rather than just like a digital signature, I think it helps people understand what an NFT can do and the possible use cases for it.
Yes. It just verifies ownership, kind of like what he was just saying. It secures the ownership of that actual object. I mean, of course, anyone can screenshot a JPEG. Oh, I have it, but it's verified on the actual blockchain that the ownership is mine or whoever's. So that's one of the things I really liked, because you can put things on the blockchain that are tangible that no one else can really copy. So
facts.
Yeah. Yes. And I really like the Oculus version of it too, where you can buy into the person's rights to a song, and then whenever that song's played, you'll get the smart contracts allow for you to get a type of royalty for that. So one of the reasons why I started getting to Algorand too was I listened to Silvio's podcast on Lex Friedman, and he was talking about real estate and how you could tokenize a whole building. And then have people
I go crazy about the real estate.
And just the possibilities of, like, you know, me, the average guy that doesn't have millions of dollars, being able to like invest into high-rise real estate buildings, just such an exciting idea. I think it's going to really change the landscape for people.
Yes, like Lofty AI is probably one of the things you're referring to. Yeah, it's like you can get a fractional share of a home and tap into the real equity with just $50, you know, and it's like you get one token and it's on the Algorand blockchain. I've invested in a few properties on Lofty AI, and it's like, it just blows my mind.
Yeah, it's amazing how user-friendly that is, because I recently, over the past couple of weeks, have got a few shares of it, and it's really cool. And you can see the actual payouts, and I just hope one day we'll just be able to get paid right in the ALGO or whatever token that they might come out with.
They got updates of USDC and ALGO coming real soon. And you can it blows my mind that what this technology is doing for us as like artists, creators, and entrepreneurs, right? Speaking of entrepreneurship again, Jordan, CBD, can we talk a little bit about your CBD business as well?
For sure, yeah. So like 2.5 years ago, I jumped in to CBD pretty much full time, and that's why I haven't been focused on crypto, but I still was buying. But yeah, I mean, I opened 3 stores over the past 2.5 years.
What's the name?
It's called CBD Plus USA. We bought into a franchise, and that's been a whole whirl of fun. But yeah, I run those day to day, and thankfully that gives me I have enough time to focus on the calendar, because that's been over the past week and a half. It's been my main focus, it seems, but it's been a blast. So I'm just excited that we're able to bring the calendar to the community for everybody, because that's just gonna help everyone.
Yeah. So shout out to CBD. I'm gonna bring the calendar up one more time. Where'd it go? So can we do again? Like, what's the best way to get started on here? We type in algonft.net, or we go to it on Twitter, and walk us through a little bit. What would be, if I was a new artist uploading, how would I do this?
Yes, so if you look in the upper right-hand corner, there's a sign in.
Sign in. Okay, add listing.
Yeah, and then also if you're signed in, you would just go to the add listing, and it would take you to a form that you fill out, and then from there we make sure that you. We do have some verification processes that are in order, so that way. There was a big scamming issue in the community not too long ago.
Yeah, so, about the fake NFTs, or people reposting and stealing art.